And welcome to another edition of Chuck and Nick's Burger Joint. And I know what you're thinking. What the f***, Chuck? You said you weren't going to be at McDonald's on the next one.
I think you owe an apology to the wieners.
Yes, I'm sorry. But you know what? I saw something else that involved the McRib. And because the thing is just for limited time, I had to do it, get it out of the way. This one, I actually saw the cinema snob himself, Brad Jones, do this.
And somebody did mention this in the comment section of the last video, so thank you for that.
Yeah, so once I saw that, and I was like, well,
I don't remember who said it, but you were thankful.
We got to get this out of the way because, you know, like I said, the McRib's only a limited time. So first off, what you want to do, you want to get a Big Mac. Just going to let you know that this is going to be really messy if you choose to do this. You're going to take the meat off, set it aside. Alright, now what you want to do, get your McRib, take your little meat product there, and you're going to rip it in half, like so. Put one half on the bottom.
Ow, that is hot.
The other half on top. You're done. Now put the middle bun, then the top piece, and then the topper. Finish it off like so, and then there you have the McRib Mac. I think I forgot to say what it was at the beginning, but this is the McRib Mac.
Hold on.
What happened? What did you do?
Let's get at least one patty on there. This is kind of pointless to just have it. This is like we just switched bread.
You're gonna use that patty later.
Oh, okay, this I gotta see. Alright, I'll follow the rules here. See what's going on with this.
I will tell you why you're going to use that later, after we try the McRib Mac. You ready? Let's take a bite. You know, that was actually pretty good. I think that was almost better than the Big Mac.
It's just the McRib in a Big Mac bun.
I like it. I think it was a really good idea.
I'm hoping this step 2 you are going to wow me, because I am just kind of like underwhelmed right now.
I mean, nothing overpowers itself. I mean, it's like a really good...
This is just a meat transfer. And I'm not blaming you for this. This is like
it complements itself very well.
I don't know. I'm kind of I'm disappointed.
Alright, that is a definite go out and try this, because all the flavors is just like evenly there. Nothing overpowers. Nothing takes over.
Maybe I lost some stuff during the transfer or something. I don't know. I'm just not seeing what you're seeing here.
Now, before we do our
I'm not saying it tastes bad, by the way. That's not my complaint.
Before we give our rating, let's see what we're going to do with these lonely patties and this empty bread right here. Well, why don't we put the patties in that bread? Haha, see? Close it like so. And now, let's see what the Big Mac patties taste in a McRib hoagie. Not as much of a wow factor, but I think it's missing something. Onion rings. You put onion rings on this thing, and you got yourself a Western. A McWestern. Huh. My God, if someone from McDonald's is watching, make that happen. I want full credit of the name and proceeds to every McWestern sold.
And I don't get it. My name's in the title too.
Oh, you'll get something there. You'll get a cut. You'll get your cut. You take one more bite of this. I only took one more bite. I only took one bite and I was underwhelmed. Let me take one more. Let's see if
I'm not thrilled.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's not as good as what the McRib Mac is. For me, the McRib Mac is a definite 5 out of 5. That was really good.
I'm going to give this a 1.
Really? Wow. What a dick.
And it's not because it tastes bad. It's just that this whole endeavor just seemed absolutely pointless. I'm sorry.
Okay. And what about for the McWestern prototype?
Also a 1, because that was just dull.
I would agree with you on that one. A 1 for me on the McRib prototype.
Like I said, it tastes good. It really does. I'm not knocking on the taste like that. The McRib, pretty tasty for Jim Mac with barbecue sauce on it. And no, I don't think it's human meat in there. Whoever said that, that was just weird. I don't know. This whole thing seemed like, I don't know. I don't get it. I know a lot of people say, look at Burger Joint and goes, I don't get the point of this. And no, I really don't get the point of this. But I don't know. That's
just trying something new, something different, putting something together, and seeing if it tastes good. And I think I think we hit a home run with that one.
As far as taste,
This
I'm
one.
not complaining. I guess I'm just being bitter about the whole situation because I just could have just did this, had a McRib and called it a day, or a Big Mac and call it a day. I remember like a couple of years ago, I was at work and I was eating McDonald's, having the McChicken, and like on TV there was a news report that at the distribution center where the McDonald's stuff comes from to our work, they were saying that somebody like fell in the machine and died or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting at McDonald's and everybody in the break room just turns and looks at me. I'm the only one eating McDonald's at the time, so they're all
It's like
staring
it's
at me.
our McDonald's that had the human meat.
So maybe that's why the guy said human meat in the last video. I don't know. So anyway, everybody turns around and looks at me. I look around. I take another big bite and I just go, "They taste like chicken."
Well, I think that's what I hear.
I mean, they were
You
trying.
hear cannibals say what humans taste like. They say like
They were trying to make me feel uncomfortable, and I just said something to make them feel uncomfortable like that. And they were all like, they're like nervous laughter. I'm like, yeah, that's right. Don't f with me.
Thank you for joining us for another edition of Chuck and Nick's Burger Joint.
See you next time, and better not be McDonald's.
If I don't see anything else involving a McRib, then the next one will be something different than McDonald's.
No more McRibs. I already had too many of those.
And then after that, we'll be going back to McDonald's for another thing I came up with. And Nick is just gonna love it.
Well, at least you know we're finally coming up with our own ideas.
Yeah.
Which is something people say for a long time. So we're getting there.
I think one's gonna be pretty good. The other one's gonna be like kind of lazy, just kind of crapped out.
I think like the biggest problem is
burger
because
joint.
like most people say, why do you go to McDonald's for this? It's because every place else you go already has like weird combinations anyway.
Yeah.
Like think of like
Carl's Jr., Hardee's.
They put together all the time, and it's like, well, they beat us to it. Even with Wendy's.
Yeah.
They like put stuff together. They're just like, well, they already did that. And if we just eat it like that, it's a regular review show. And that's what the rest of Reckless Eating is for. That's what carbs is for.
We will see you next month. Chuck Roland here for Nick.
See you later.
See you later.
Oh, by the way, check out my channel. Lots of cool stuff happens there.
Do that too. You will say that every episode until you do.
Reckless Eating! Reckless Eating!